Giants sideline. There's a look at their head coach, Brian Zabel. His side coming off a much-needed first win following a trio of losses to open the year. Facing off with him, head coach Kellen Moore of the Saints. These guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them snap out of it. With Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. Here's Graham Gano to get us started. And we're off on EA Sports. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And his drive will start inside the 25. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They're led by the second-year quarterback from South Carolina. Started a handful of games last season as a rookie. Here's Spencer Rattler.
It just feels like a season so far off the rails, they can't even see the tracks anymore, Kate. Now the outlook is really 1 week at a time, trying to find that first win. Just got to get gritty and tough. And he's got to be the one that really sparks it for him.
A gain of 4. It's now
put one of the tight ends in motion.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's Akers up the middle. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. It's Darius Alexander in there to make that play.
Darius Alexander on the stop. It's a gain of 4.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's the line he's going to run for it. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Saints first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the gun, here's Akers. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Akers. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down. We'll get a stoppage here. Looks like there's a Giant in some discomfort following that play. So now here's 3rd and 5. On the gun, Rattler. Connects with him down the sideline. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. He's got it in the red zone. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They give inside to Akers. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Saints, first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They go to Akers again. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, man. He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Made at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Shotgun handoff to Akers. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends it backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
By Chris Moore. A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
3rd and long for him here. Makes the catch. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. They'll throw for it. And we get an incredible goal-to-go stand to begin this ball game as they force the incompletion and the turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy Well, I'm not seeing the signal for a safety, Brock, but he did not dodge it by much. That run just gets back to the line. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Wilson from his own end zone. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
Wilson on third down. Oh, he's going to run for it. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's good for a New York first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Giants.
Here's Wilson to the air. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. They'll go left side with Tracy. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. Third down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs.
Third and 1.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on third down, but they chose to throw for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call, being aggressive. You got to find a way to execute it.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on fourth down.
First down.
First and 10 from the 43.
43-yard line.
Ross off the play fake. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Out of bounds across midfield at the 48.
Wilson now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Chase Young on the tackle. And it's third down.
Here he is on 3rd and short.
Third and 2.
Snags it near the edge.
Wilson's pass.
And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. Wow, special teams highlight here. What a kick down in it at the 1. Head coach Kellen Moore readying his Saints for their next series. And we'll see, Brock, if they go back to that ground game this drive after how well they ran it their last time out.
I'm going to probably say yes on that one, Kate. This is a team with a known identity across the league. They're going to hang their hats on running the football effectively. I think they'll get right back to
He
work.
was brought down by Andrew Phillips. A gain of a yard.
Here's a handoff to Akers. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
A gain on the play of 81 yards. That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught him. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second.
In motion, right is Cooks. They give here to the motion man. And they'll start some work to do now on third down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Carter on the stop. A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Catch is made in close. And this drive is going to continue taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal.
Saints, first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Akers can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, not for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or 2 ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. He'll call his own number. And he's in for the touchdown. The Saints take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Groupie's extra point is good. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Giants, nothing.
Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Amir Smith-Marset on the return.
Amir Smith-Marset on the return.
Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Wilson now off the play action. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Saints adding an extra DB. This is 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Shotgun snap to Rattler. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the 1st quarter. It's the Saints setting the pace so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They have it, 2nd and 4. Rattler now off the play action. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down.
A give to Akers. Oh man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up too. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Rattler to the air now. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On 3rd down, here's Rattler. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's 4th down. So the Saints send out Blake Groupie for the try. This will be from 52 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Here's Smith-Mar set to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Ryan Dable getting his Giants out there for their next drive. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This kind of yardage, it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
The pass on second down. That's a gain of 3. It's third
down. They need 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Just not much to do there whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
The Giants are set to punt. Back deep for the Saints is Rashid Shaheed. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. Here comes the Saints offense. And they came in on a rough stretch. 4 straight losses. But things looking better now as they've got this lead. Saints to the line now. First and 10. It's Akers on the carry. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tyler Newbin with the tackle. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 23.
Motion the slot man right. Rattler finds him over the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's good for a Saints first down.
And the Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They run. Here's Akers. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
We know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
The Giants take
New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing on third, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Pass brought in by Slayton. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it first and goal.
And the Giants, first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece, and he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Rolling left, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Giants start to fight back with their first points of this game. Russell Wilson with the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can stand to play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Gano ends the point after. And the Giants cut it to a field goal game.
Giants 7.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Shaheed now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Now Rattler on the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Running back motions right. From the gun, Rattler. Hauled in by Olave, left side. And he'll get it up to the 27. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 8.
Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. Back deep for the Giants, Amir Smith-Marset. And some textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Giants offense all set to get started. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. First down, here's Russ. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Kool-Aid McKinstry there defensively.
Has him on the quick hitter. Nice gain there on 2nd down before they get to him, but we also have a flag down, partner, so let's see if this stands. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up.
Still second down.
Things a bit tougher following that penalty. Here's 2nd and 15. Running it after the penalty. This is ahead for about 5. Let's see Riley up to make that stop.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The New Orleans offense set to go now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Akers. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they send their back in motion right.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Rattler setting to throw. No one open, it looks like, so he's just going to chuck this to a different pair.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
A throw left side finds Johnson. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 21-yard line.
A throw left side, caught by Neighbors. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 4, but not just yet. Only 2 minutes to go in our first half. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. Wilson on 3rd down. Ooh, puts some air under this one, right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. 1st and 10 from the 32. They kick the running back in motion. Pistol snap to Rattler. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down. The tight end going in motion right. Here's Akers up the middle. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. The run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have. The things we've been lacking, my brother, so what are we lacking? I can point it out, so much that's around.
Can't start a fire without a spark? Well, how about a lightning bolt? What a huge game that totally changes the tone of the drive.
In the run play, back-to-back plays. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
19 more yards. That's another Saints first down.
Now a handoff for Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grow their lead just before halftime. Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints make it a 10-point ball game.
Saints 17. Giants 7.
Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Smith-Marr set to return. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Brian Dable getting his Giants out there for their next drive. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. So first and 10 now from the 30. Ross off the play fake. Throw right side is caught by Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Russ now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Timeout calls, and that's going to be the second for New York.
Brings up second and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Wilson to the air. Dumped off to his running back. He dodged the tackle. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I see. A gain of 9 yards. And the Giants first down.
Wilson to throw again. Escapes out to the left. And this line puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
And 5 at the Saints 39-yard line.
And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
A 56-yard attempt.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Here comes the final play of our first half. The drive starts with an option, right side. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. It's the first weekend of October, our first week with buys on the schedule. Lots to unpack, so let's get into it. Our look across the NFL starts now, and we kick it off with a good one. And it's the man who missed last year but is back now, J.J. McCarthy. He connects on a 19-yard touchdown pass. The Vikings continue to have enough. They make it 5 straight wins to start the new year. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We'll look in on the Rams as they play host to the San Francisco 49ers. And it's Puka Nacua. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. this one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Rams get a second straight win after that 1-2 start. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens taking on the Houston Texans. And it's the NFL's all-time leading rusher as a quarterback, Lamar Jackson. He's got nobody open, so he'll just hot-foot it himself. 7 yards for the touchdown. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Ravens trying to stay perfect, seeking their 5th straight win. They lead at the half. With that, a look at the rest of what went on in Week 5 with Atlanta, Chicago, Green Bay, and Pittsburgh all on the bye. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Smith-Marr set to return. This makes it up to the 25. Brian Dable getting his Giants out there for their next drive. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half too as they chase this lead. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Wilson now off the play action. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line.
And the Giants, first down.
First down throw from Wilson. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
A gain of 6. And the Giants, first down. It's a gain of 6. And the Giants, first down.
Wilson on the play fake. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is second down and 18. Shotgun snap for Wilson. He's got Bellinger. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. Third down. Third and long for him here. Into the hands of Neighbors. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down the completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth down, Wilson throwing. Pass complete to Robinson. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
A 7-yard gain.
A handoff to Tracy. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Finds the in route complete. And they take him down right along the 30. To the line. Here's third and 3. Trying to get it with the option. He's got the first down grab and still going. And they taken out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
It's a gain of 22
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone on first. Setting up the screen. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Another chance at 6. It's second and goal. Singletary. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Giants cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Devin Singletary with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Gano's point after is good. And the Giants cut it to a field goal game.
17. Giants 14.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Shaheed now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Giant as they get somebody out there to tend to him. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. Now Rattler on the play fake. They cross the 40. Nice run there. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45.
Gain of 17 yards. And the Saints, first down.
Here's Rattler, first and 10. Blitz is there, and he goes down. It's a set on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Shotgun snap to Rattler. Hits him on the in route. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Third and just 2 to go.
16 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's going to run for it. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That's good for a couple of yards. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
First down. First and
They've got a man in motion.
46-yard line.
Rattler back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
From the gun, here's Akers. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
Carrier taken down at the 41.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
Brings up
From the gun, Rattler. And man, Bailey has it. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
another Saints first down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
And good for a gain of 4. It's second down.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Tight end in motion left. Rattler now off the play action. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Giants with an extra DB out there now. Third down.
It's now third down and 6.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's making a bid for it. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings him to first and goal.
It's a gain of 8. And the Saints first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Akers. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
In is phenomenally tough to block this guy in a passing situation. Well, equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
He brings it in. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints make it a 9-point advantage. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Groupie adds the extra point. And the Saints make it a 10-point ball game.
24. Giants 14.
Reed now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Each team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Ross off the play fake. He's trying to push the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Wade Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. So that brings up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Throwing again is Russ. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Throw here, 3rd down. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch a college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. The play fake, he'll throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Shotgun handoff to Akers. And this is pushed ahead for gain 5. Brought down by Paulson Adebo.
30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. He's got a man left. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down.
The give inside to Akers. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. 1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Rattler to the air now. He takes it himself. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a 1st.
It's a gain of 18. And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to tip.
This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
Now 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And he won't find anything here. They're there to drop it for the sack on what's likely the final play of this 3rd quarter. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through. They're out now, ready to punt it. It'll be Cameron Johnston doing the honors. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Now here comes the New York offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. He's start on the ground here, Tracy. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Wilson now from the gun. Throw right side is caught by Robinson. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Giants are going to have the first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
He's going to keep it this time. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down. Here's Russ. Hits him on the out route. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Wilson on the sneak. They're loaded and ready for that sneak. Once they stop him at the line, no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's
1st and 10 now from the 46.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A give to Tracy up the middle. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. So now they're going to throw with Wilson. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. It's Tracy on the carry. Escapes the defender. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 14.
From the red zone now.
First down, New York.
Dulcich hauls it in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's another Giants first down.
Russ now from the gun. Has it down close. And that's a New York touchdown. The Giants make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Saints come marching onto the field. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Now Rattler on the play fake. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. Javon Holland there on the coverage.
Rattler trying to get on 2nd. They did it! He made the interception! Debo's got it! And the Giants have some new life in the 4th!
That's just a bad decision, frankly. It really is a quarterback in this moment in the game. You gotta know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Giants 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Giants.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown,
The Giants take a 4th quarter lead. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Gano ends the point after. And the Giants take a 4-point lead.
Giants 28, Saints 24.
Gano ready to send this away.
Gano to kick off for New York.
Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Saints offense. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down.
Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a 1-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Shotgun snap to Rattler. He can run it. He slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that 1st down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, I know some old school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a 1st down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. know how valuable those contested catches are.
The Giants
For the
take over
defense
first
for making the
and
play
10
on that one.
at their
The
own
Giants down
19-yard
Russell
line.
Wilson, headed back to the field now. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Wilson now off the play action. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
Loss of 8 yards.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Now Wilson on 3rd and long. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
And the Giants, first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Giants.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's brought down by the collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Down at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Russ is going to cook here. Hits him on the in route. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Malik Neighbors. It's a gain of 4.
Wilson on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And this is gonna be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down. And we'll pause here for an injured Saints player. Looks like he's pretty shaken up. They'll get someone out to look at him. Punt team on the field. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. Jukes away from one. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Pistol snap to Rattler.
Rattler.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Giants into the nickel, 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Completed over the middle. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard. So out now comes the punter. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. The Giants down Russell Wilson, headed back to the field now. And this defense, boy, just beyond frustrated this late in the game. How's a group supposed to deal with him as a passer, Brock, and dedicate the resources needed to slow down this type of day on the ground, too? Here's Tracy on 1st down. He dodged the tackle. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. The counter give to Tracy. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the fourth. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans.
Brings up second and
Back to the
11.
line they come, second down.
39-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. No one open, it looks like, so we're just going to chuck this to a different pair.
Incomplete on the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
On the coverage.
Back to throw it. Finds the in route complete.
Wilson's
He
pass.
makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
But it's fourth
The Saints
down.
call their third and final timeout.
Jamie
Punting
Gillen
unit out
in
now.
formation.
It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to go now. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. From the gun, Rattler. He completes it in traffic. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line.
A gain of 12
The
yards.
time is there, but the timeouts are not. Gotta be smart. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Rattler. He's keeping it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
The tackle made at the 36-yard
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans.
It's now
Saints
second and
losing
6.
by 4. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Running back sent in motion. Rattler to the air now. Hits his running back. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
Motioning left is
That's
Olave.
good for a Saints.
Here he is to throw. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Akers. Incomplete.
Setting up to pass. He brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
Incomplete. The coverage by Bobby Okereke.
Here he is to throw. Throwing this one back of the end zone. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it up. A possible touchdown denied. It's going to bring up fourth down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead, just a turnover on downs.
Incomplete.
Even the
Result of the
best
play
receivers,
is a
they've got
turnover
occasional
on
breaks in
downs.
concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Well, stretching his legs a little here. Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New Orleans.